Hello everyone, welcome back to I think might be the last video of Final Fantasy V on the Final Fantasy Anthology Pack on the Sony Playstation 1. Yeah, I think this might be the last video, ladies and gentlemen. Is this the last boss? I don't remember. This might be, this might not be. I think there might be one other boss fight after this. I could be wrong. That's not good. Phoenix down. And then soft. Yeah. There we go. Phoenix down. Soft. Okay. And that's why this boss can actually be called. I remember that too. That hasn't changed. Nice hit, why not? He might be harder considering the fact my characters are at level 99. I could not tell you. X-Death was engulfed by the void. Why? I had the void's power. That's it? What is power? What is this power? Ah! That's it, X-Death? I fought other bosses before you that had more health than this. Not just bosses. Regular bad guys. I am Neo X-Death. Your memories, your beings, all dimensions I erase. Then I'll erase myself forever. Okay. Yeah. There was another part to him. This is okay. This is what I remember. So yeah, this is what I believe is the final boss. There's a few parts to him, if I remember right. Yeah. Let's start with this one. There's 3 parts. Whoopsies. And I love the graphics here at the end. I love the graphics here at the end. Soft. The universe isn't pill. No, I saw a kid still. Think about these graphics on the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was able to do this. Wow. Mating kiss. No, it's not mating kiss. I screwed that up. It's that. Utopia. Yeah, I know. Don't have control of Ferris right now. Heals that up. Think. Nope, nope. Still, Phyllis is still holding him, so. Actually, right now, I wouldn't mind if you actually killed him, Neo XF. Killed him. I wouldn't mind killing Phyllis, and then I would revive Phyllis. Okay, one part of him is dead. So yeah, think about this on the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo was able to do this. Wow, wow, that is something. That is something. Shaking again. Nice Ferris. Grand Cross. Drops on home. think I just killed off the second part. Yeah. Okay, so there was 4 parts. I killed off the second part. There was 3, the sword part, and then... Oh, Ferris, I have control of you again. That's nice. That's awesome. And I think I see something happening though. It would be soft. No. Okay. Oh well. So yeah, it is X that is the final boss, but this was the thing that I was remembering before. The universe is in peril. That's not good. It's down. Yes. I think I see poison antidote. Yeah. Got that right. Well, I think it might be asleep. Yeah. And poison too. I didn't realize that. The universe is in peril. does that stuff here. That was actually good because now Buzz is back to normal. Soft. Bueno. It's gotta be dead soon. Yes, okay. Last part, ladies and gentlemen. Last part to this boss. Whoopsies. Your attack is not doing all that great, but maybe I'll start using magic with you. It's doing great on the first. I have black on me, so. Let's try 503. Let's see what that does. Bolt 3. Ooh! That's a lot better. Good thing I had that on. Sometimes it's doing a good job, other times it's not. So, yeah. Still alive. Out of health. There we go. That took a while. Wow. Me like. Zillimus from Final Fantasy 4 does not take that long. No. Sephiroth doesn't from 7. Kafka doesn't from 6. Like I said, me like. In the beginning, there was the void. When the 4 essences filled the void, the crystals formed, and the world was born. Hope gave fertility to the earth. Bravery wakened fire. Nurturance turned water into life. Curiosity set wisdom on the winds. If the void returns to engulf the world, should mankind hold the 4 essences, light will be born anew. The 4 essences shall rise from the void and breathe the light once again. Can't destroy the power of the... Even though we beat X-Death, it's automatic. Is it because there are no more crystals? The world will be engulfed in the void. The crystal pieces. Hope bless the earth. Courage, light the fire. Kindness, revive the water. Crest ride the winds of knowledge. The world is reviving. And the crystals too. There must have been some power left in the crystals. I'm so glad. Thanks to Rena and Ferris and Krill protecting the crystals. But And you too. And Grandpa too. Now the wind will return to Tycoon. Right. What? Father! Grandpa! Father! Papa! Kelga and Zeza. The world needs you. If it's too soon for you to come where we are, okay, let's head back to our world. Grandpa. Got a letter. Sid, Mid, how are you? It's me, Quill. Looks like you helped us. All four of us. Seems like the battle was one big dream. I've traveled around a lot since then, and it looks like things are peaceful like before. The Chancellor has been making a big fuss. Pharaoh seems worried about the pirate crew. Val has no heir to the throne. Me, a queen. Not? Hee I wish. Butch went back to his hometown. Said he wanted to be with his parents for a while before his next trip. Boko and Coco just had a baby. It's really cute. You have to come see it. Seems like they had more than one. Ho ho, Boko! You naughty chocobo. Messing. 1 year later, Rena and Ferris are busy with the castle, and Butch is on the road again. Looks like I'm all alone. That's why I... If anyone should ask about me... No, I'm sure they'll come. They said they wanted to meet me. Good job, Quill. All of you did well. Now we're flashing back to certain things. This was a good ending, but to a Final Fantasy game, I would have to say it's probably one of the worst endings I've seen to a Final Fantasy game. But that being said, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's a good ending. I've seen better. Final Fantasy 4, 6, 7, 9, even 10. Wayna. Was 8 better than this? No. To be honest, no. I think this was actually better than Final Fantasy VIII's ending. And it's not to say that I don't like Final Fantasy VIII. Storyline wise, I love Final Fantasy VIII. Is the ending that failed us. It's the ending that kind of sucked, if you will. Because they went a different way, another way with 8. And yeah, that wasn't up to par with the West. I would have to say the Final Fantasy VIII ending, it wasn't crap, it was okay. This is better. I'll give them kudos for this game. This is better than 8. This came out before 8 even too, as well. This is Final Fantasy V. Yeah. Quill. I played the rest of this between last night and today. I did 4 videos yesterday, yesterday evening, before I decided to call it a night, and then today I was just like, no, I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to record. I'm in the mood to play. If Grandpa hadn't saved me then, I would have been done for. The crystals are restored and all's peaceful, but somehow I'm sad. Someday I'm sore. Since Grandpa died, I've been all alone. Bye now, Grandpa. You're not alone. But... oh! We're here for you. Chill up. You all came. Of course. Did you think I'd forgotten my friends? Thank you. Thank you all. Don't cry, Quill. You've got to be strong. Gallup's laughing at your blubbering. You're right. He is laughing. The sparkles return to the crystal. Just like my old man protected it. Do you hear something? Aye. Grandpa? Just the rustling of the wind in the trees. Just the rippling of the water. Just the cracking of the fire. Just the earth's sighing. Just the earth sighing. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I hear something. I hear it. It's something warm. Let's go. Three chocobos. One Hiryu. That's... I think the credits. Yeah, the credits. Hironobu Sakaguchi. Hironobu Sakaguchi, you did, and Nobuo Uematsu. You two did a great job with this game. Nobuo Uematsu is the music composer of this game. Final Fantasy 4? 6? Was he for 7? I don't remember. I think he was there for 7. He's a great music composer for these Final Fantasy games. Always loved his work. Always did. Hideo Minaba. But yeah, like I was saying before, I can't forget about 9's ending. Final Fantasy 9's ending. Final Fantasy 9's ending, it was a good ending. It was. It was the rest of the game that made 9 as great as it was. This ending, I would say, is just a little bit lower than 9's ending, if you will. Yeah. But in general, where would I rate this game in total honesty with all of the Final Fantasy games? I wouldn't say this is not the worst, but definitely not the best. I have played almost all of them. Not all, but almost all of them. The only ones I have not played would have to be Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 13-3 was another one that I did not play. Final Fantasy 14. I do not kill for online Final Fantasy games. I do not kill for them. I did play Final Fantasy 11. I hated it. I flat out hated it. Most people with Final Fantasy 11 either hated it right away or loved it for about a week and then hated it. Yeah. So, what Final Fantasy games have I played and what have I not? I've played Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3. I've played the first one for the NES, the original Nintendo, and what was it? Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. The release for the Game Boy Advance. I played that one. I played Final Fantasy 2 and 3 for the original Nintendo. It was, I know that they did not come out here, but I played an English hack of them, and I actually did not mind them. I did not mind them. But I wouldn't say they were great. I would have to say they were probably actually not as good as this, actually. Yeah. The first one I would say is probably the first one I would say is better than this one, Final Fantasy V. But second and the third one, not really, no. I would have to say they're probably the worst of the bunch. Final Fantasy IV, it was released here originally as 2, and on the Super Nintendo, and I absolutely loved it. Final Fantasy V, this was the first time I actually played an official English release of this game. Yeah, because while I do have this game, I do own this game within this pack, Final Fantasy Anthology Pack here. It's in my computer at the moment. It's in my computer at the moment. But I had never played the PlayStation 1 version of it though, even though I do own it. Yeah. And I played Final Fantasy V, an English hack of it on the Super Nintendo as well. And between this one and the Super Nintendo version, which one do I actually prefer? We're supposed to be talking about this game, Final Fantasy V. Which one do I actually prefer? The English hack version of the Super Nintendo version? Or this one? At times I actually prefer this version. For the gameplay, I actually prefer this version. This version is so much easier. And so much easier. Final Fantasy V on the Super Nintendo version, I would have to say is a better one though. For the storyline, for the dialogue. Yeah. Because I remember the princess name being Lena. I remember Phyllis on the Super Nintendo version. That's the same. But when they called her Princess Salsa, I was like, really? What? No. And I was so used to the one on the Super Nintendo, which was Sarisa. Yeah. Which that makes a lot more sense. The Galuf, same Galuf, but same Quill in this game. Oh my god. I don't like that name. I really don't. Quill. Ugh. White though. On the white. Oh my god. Her name is Kara. Kara, not Krill. I'm sorry. I'm so used to Kara, and to me personally, Kara was a better name for her. That being said, the end. The end. Is there any cutscenes? When the four essences filled the void, the crystals formed, and the world was born. Hope gave fertility to the earth. Bravery wakened fire. Nurturance turned water into life. Curiosity set wisdom on the winds. If the void returns to engulf the world, should mankind hold the four essences, light will be born anew. The four essences shall rise from the void and weave the light once again. 1992 to 1999, scroll. The end. The end. Pressing buttons, making so. No? Awesome. And there's the classic end music. Awesome stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next part, the next game attached to Final Fantasy Anthology. Stay tuned for that. I am out.